On a point of procedure earlier, during the consideration of the budget framework paper, I did ask the chairperson of our committee on health why he was not reporting on Lubowa. And the Honorable Ayume told the budget committee that Lubowa has since then been moved to the office of the Prime Minister. It is no longer in health. He said it. If there are other members of the budget committee can bear me witness here. I am now shocked, Madam Speaker, that the Prime Minister now says I'm going to consult the Minister of Health. Maybe she meant another person, because the Honorable Ayume said that in our committee, and if you read the report of the committee on health, there is nothing about Lubowa. But of interest to this Parliament, Madam Speaker, if you read the report of the Auditor General reports that while government is supposed to have an engineer, a resident engineer, that angel called Pineti has since then chased the resident engineer. Her resident engineer is the one submitting requisitions to finance to pay. And the Auditor General says that actually that they have paid money for even no work that has been certified by over $70 million US. That's the report of the Auditor General. I feel sad. The Honorable Bahati was here putting the whole Parliament at gunpoint. We must approve this promissory note immediately.
Where was the gun? No. Let it be off record that there was no gun on the floor. Because nobody is allowed to carry guns.
Madam Speaker, you will forgive me.
Let's change the language. Let's change the language. It was either spitting fire or whichever, but there was no gun that Honorable
Bahati. Madam Speaker, forgive my language. I am a journalist. So that, okay. That's. But if it doesn't, if people don't pick it immediately, I withdraw. Okay. So, but the point I made was that the Honorable Bahati, who was that time representing finance here all the time, he said we must approve this loan request today, immediately, or else we are going to begin paying fines. And that project was supposed to have been constructed under 48 months. It is now 5 years. I think maybe there should be a time when these people are being marched to Luzira, like it happened when Amin was removed. Like Bahati his warrant in Luzira should find him at the gate. Because how do you continue sitting here? You told the Parliament, if we did not pass this, we are going to begin paying fines. How comes the one violating the contract is not paying fine?
Order.
Madam Speaker, the Honorable Semuju was here when we were approving this project. All of us looked at the objectives of this project. The objectives was to have a specialized hospital in Uganda to stop medical tourism. All of us approved this and we were here. So to let you know, Honorable Semuju, that when a house takes a decision, you are bound by it. Yes, and if you don't approve it, then you know the rules. So is it in order? Now the House is doing an oversight law, and you have appointed the Deputy Speaker to go there and see, is it in order really to put a situation that I'm responsible for what is happening in Lubowa, when we have a whole Ministry of Health supervising this project?
Honorable members, the responsibility is collective to the House. It's not a personal responsibility. It's a collective responsibility. But then there is something that we need to clarify. Where they said it is ceased to be in health, it went to Prime Minister's office. Is that true?
Right, Honorable Speaker, as far as I'm concerned, Ministry of Health, hospitals belong to Ministry of Health. I don't know when and where that guideline was maybe passed that Lubowa Hospital
Honorable
should
Prime
be.
Minister, Lubowa is not a hospital. It's a construction site.
Construction site.
It's a project for a hospital.
The project, that was
But
project for the hospital.
it is not yet a hospital. Anyway, we don't know whether it is finished or whichever because nobody can access. We don't know. So you need to clarify, you need to guide us.
Yeah, Right Honorable Speaker, it is what I was trying to say, that I've never heard of that project being taken by Office of the Prime Minister. As far as I know, it is being supervised by Minister of Health. And that's why the opposition leader, Honorable, yes, he went to the Minister of Health and is the one who gave him that letter. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Let me conclude my submission on this matter.
You mean you
I
are
think
not finished?
yes, the chairperson of the Committee on Health is a member of this parliament. He can actually be asked, because that's what he said in the Budget Committee. And finally, Madam Speaker, on your communication about the death of the Ndiga clan leader, I saw initially part of the security blaming the borders who chased the suspects and killed some of them. But for me, my issue, and I think colleagues who are responsible for security should help us understand, how can someone be shot and for 3 kilometers or even more, it is 1 inch chasing the suspects and there is no police? There is no ISO, there is nobody in the middle, in the city, Kampala. The murder happens and 1 inch are the one who's chasing and doing broad daylight because he was shot before 6. But he's 1 inch chasing the suspects. And because of their anger and lack of training, they did what they did. So can we be told, where is security? If a murder in a capital city can happen, and for 3 kilometers, there are no soldiers, there are no policemen, yet when the leader of opposition reports at Lubowa, every minute there is another clan of security people that are reporting, military, police, prison, everywhere, SFC. So why are they not there when people are vulnerable and helpless? But they rush very quickly where the leader of opposition is inspecting, is doing his oversight work.
But we also want to thank the civilians for being vigilant. All of us should be vigilant. What those people did by chasing these people for 5 kilometers, they did a very good job. Dr. Bed.